Alright, everybody, what it is, it's your boy Black Caesar, aka Caesar Alamo, with your first episode of Ignorant Banter. You know what I'm saying? Where you tune in for ignorant shit, but also intellectual discussions and very intellectual snobbery shit. Nah, I'm just playing. And my co-host is about to introduce himself.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Crazy P, aka T-Zo, aka Haitian Rice and Beans, aka Big Green. You know what it is. This is Ignorant Banter. We're ignorant, but, you know, everything's for a reason. So, let's go.
Alright, so you're tuned in to Ignorant Banter. This is Black Caesar and Crazy P. Basically, the reason why we wanted to put this together is just as an outlet, a creative outlet to discuss our views, political, popular culture, all types of entertainment, just our views, our recommendations about what we're watching, what we're doing, reaching out to the community and just fostering that relationship with everybody.
Just ignorant shit, pretty much. Ignorant shit. We got a voice. You know what I mean? Like, there's no one out here in Florida saying what we feel, so we're just going out here and tell you how I feel about shit. Whether it be politics, TMZ shit, random bullshit, sports, nigga shit.
Word. There has to be more outlets for nigga shit than rap music. Right, you know, it just can't be rap music.
More than World Star, nigga.
More than World Star. Let's do some constructive shit.
You know, it's outdated now.
Exactly.
We need something new, so.
Exactly. Something uncensored, ignorant. Just don't play this shit around your kids because we're cussing a lot. Sure. A lot of reviews are controversial. If you don't like it, email us, tell us what you think, and then we'll roast you on our show the next episode.
ignorantbanter@gmail.com. It's the email.
You know what it is.
Yep.
I bet. Our first segment is what are you watching? So let's talk about what we're watching and what are we listening. Like what are we fucking with?
Shit, right now I'm watching American Gods, man.
Yo, that show's dope.
It's weird as fuck.
It's weird. It's like a weird dream sequence. You don't know what the fuck's. It's like a long ass. It's a long ass acid trip.
But the episode with the sex goddess.
Yo, Bill Quiz.
That shit was fire. Shit turned me on, bro. I was like, whoa, you can like put him in your vagina any day.
Yo,
I just gotta come out.
Pussy game A1, bro. You go in, you don't come out.
Yeah, show's fire, bro.
No spoiler.
Yeah. But it's a good show. I like it. So.
And it's pretty diverse. There's a black lead. There's a Nigerian woman playing a goddess. There's some Irish leprechaun guy. It's diverse. There's a lot of diversity. So make sure to watch it. It's pretty interesting. And the premise of it, I guess, is gods from like ancient gods don't die. They're like real people that are living in modern times in America because that's where all the shit goes down. So I guess they migrated. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. What are you reading?
Currently, I am reading The Richest Man in Babylon right now. Don't know who it's by, but it's good. It's a good book. Pretty much just tell you how to live when you work, how to save up your money, how to pay yourself first before you pay, Sallie Mae, Verizon, shit like that. So, it's good shit.
A lot of people don't think about that. A lot of people don't have that money saving mindset because everything's about consumerism, buying shit, looking the best, driving the best car, wearing the best clothes, all that.
Yeah, man. And what you're doing is like you're making those people more rich.
You're making those people richer. All of y'all drinking Hennessy. The Hennessy family, the Hennessy owners, if they saw y'all at a party, they probably wouldn't even shake y'all hands.
Bruh, we're making them more rich and we're getting more broke. That shit don't make no sense.
It don't.
Fuck Gucci.
Invest
Fuck all that
in your own
bro.
shit.
Yeah.
And when you think about all those famous brands, they probably, like, even if they saw you, like, rocking their shit, they were like, yo, take this shit off. Like, we don't make this for you.
Nigga, what
this is not made for you.
Nigga, this ain't Marshalls, nigga.
For real, bro. Like, you seen her fashion shows? Like, you not, like, a size 0.5 walking down the runway. You can't wear this shit.
This ain't Ross. But nah, it's real shit. This it's by George Samuel Classen. And yeah, man, you gotta pretty much work for you and, have money for you to pass on to your kids when you retire and shit. And fuck all these big businesses making money off of your shit,
Educate yourselves.
Preach.
What are you listening to?
Daniel Caesar is one of them, which I think I got from you. I ain't gonna lie. It's good shit.
Daniel Caesar's like a mix between John Legend, Maxwell.
The Weeknd, I think a little bit. No,
The Weeknd,
no.
I can see that hair wise.
Stress.
Early The Weeknd. I don't know about this Michael Jackson, The Weeknd, whoever. I feel like Selena Gomez just sucked out all his talent, pun intended.
True.
I don't know who else I forgot who else he's a mix of, but
He's
he
good.
sounds
I like
pretty
his shit.
familiar, and his shit is on point. Like, this nigga's voice sounds like butter, just hot butter on a Sunday morning on pancakes.
Is the butter like melted or like in the fridge?
Like melted. Like, nah, bro, it ain't no frozen butter, bro.
It's French
It's
butter
gross. It's gross.
from La France.
Nah, bro.
Oui, oui.
Goat cheese.
Shit. What else we listening to? Right now, man, I'm fucking with this song by Childish Gambino, Redbone, man.
Redbone.
70s vibe.
Word. I felt 6 months later, this shit still goes hard.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I don't know about that whole album.
No,
That
no,
song.
just that song. Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
song.
I'm
Yeah,
not a fan of.
yeah.
I don't like that guy as a whole, but that song is good.
That song is tight.
Shout out to the producer K Tronado, man. Haiti stand up, bro. That's this
IT
guy.
was good.
Spot. This guy makes black tropical house. Fucking amazing, man.
But you wouldn't even know that. It's not like he even says he's black. You just know
No.
it. Like, you listen to that shit and it has
Tell.
soul. You just feel that shit.
just hit you right here,
like
bro.
right in your little black heart. You feel it.
Facts.
Yo.
Shit, I think that's it. I don't know what I got on my fucking playlist, bro. Shit, that's it.
Yo, shout out to Toro y Moi. Anybody who listens to like alternative shit, Toro y Moi is tight.
True. Never heard of
Yo,
him.
check it out. He's this half Asian, half black guy, and he makes some pretty random music, but the bass, everything in there, it goes hard. Check him out if you haven't heard of him.
Before we move on, this guy is kind of mainstream now, so to speak, but Chance the Rapper, man, is fucking dope.
Yo, shout out to Chance.
So I fuck with Chance, man. So I'm pissed he didn't come to Orlando, but it's all good.
What happened? He stood Orlando fans up.
Yeah, he went to Tampa, he went to Miami, he went to Jacksonville.
Wait,
but
did he not post an Orlando date, or did he stand Orlando fans up?
I looked on the website and there's no Orlando date for his tour at all.
He's
No.
like, fuck y'all.
It was
Mickey
like,
Mouse
so I'm
ass
like, yeah,
niggas.
I'm not gonna go, but still,
Word.
good music.
Word. But no, shout out to Chance. Chance is he doesn't try to be mainstream, but the mainstream embraces him because he stands for like a lot of good values. Like, Chance is just pure, like black boy joy, just out here hugging Beyonce and Jay-Z and calling them auntie and uncle. Chance
Right.
is just like,
He's
you
just-
can't hate Chance, even if you wanted to.
His brother also is good. He's not that popping yet, but
I've seen a couple of his brother's interviews,
Yeah.
and he's pretty on point.
so
Yeah.
facts.
Shout out to Chance. Shout out to Chicago.
All right, we got books, music, TV shows. Do we hit that yet?
Yeah, so we hit American Gods. Yo, check out Into the Badlands. Real shit. Into the Badlands. I get excited about shit. Into the Badlands is basically, they're in a post-apocalyptic world and there's no guns. So if you ever watch a movie and somebody just be shooting niggas and shit doesn't really pop off, it's just like people shooting people, like, that's not skill. Anybody can pick up a gun and shoot somebody. But Into the Badlands, it's you, your fist, the post-apocalyptic world, and you just kicking ass. And if you have a blade, good for you, because now you can fight even better. But if not, it's just your fist.
Yeah.
And there's like a feudal system, and they have like barons. No Trump.
Bars.
Yo, they got barons. They got like cogs, which are supposed to be like post-apocalyptic slaves. They have the lead is Asian, and his love interest is a black woman, and it's pretty diverse and it's on point. The main villain, one of the main villains, is a woman. She just likes to fuck shit up just to do it. And she's all about like feminism, woman power. That whole show is pretty on point. So
Yeah. I gotta look into it.
yeah. And speaking of feminism, Wonder Woman, yo.
That shit looked real good, yo.
If you haven't seen it, check it out. Wonder Woman is kicking ass and taking names during World War II. And
First woman directed actor, ever.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Marvel,
It's like
so.
within Marvel, I feel like Marvel and DC are now competing. Now Marvel is like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna have a woman direct a woman-led movie, and then Black Panther is like, I'm gonna have a black man direct a Black Panther movie with the black actor with the no, I meant DC, and DC has Wonder Woman. They're competing versus Marvel, but that's basically what's going on. Like, it's the age of diversity and
Pretty
inclusion.
much. Inclusion.
Like, honestly, if you're on some 1990 shit, you're obviously gonna fail and get boycotted.
Facts. Yeah. Black Panther's gonna be good too. I like the trailer.
You seen that trailer?
Yeah. Show is
trailer's
popping.
dope.
I'm gonna watch it. So
I've seen that trailer 4 or 5 times.
yeah, it's tight.
All right. What topics we doing this week?
First one, we got class versus race. The notion that the more money you have, the less racism affects you in this life. So
Bullshit.
I'm sure you guys all know about the LeBron James thing that happened to his gate. Got vandalized with the word nigga, and Mr. Jason Whitlock pretty much said, just brush it off. You got billions of money. It don't matter.
You seen that meme where Jason Whitlock, they made him to look like that guy from the Boondock, like the racist guy with the fucking little eye, like the Uncle Tom coon ass nigga that he is. And they made one where he looks like Samuel L. Jackson in Django.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, that notion is just it's crazy, because if that was true, nigga, I'll apply my W-2 anytime I get pulled over. Like,
right.
yo,
Oh, right.
I'm good.
And Jason Whitlock, I want to know, if you're listening, what amount of money does it take to not be black anymore? Like, you hit like 150,000, your skin color is automatically removed on some MJ shit, and you're not black no more.
Shit, that's crazy, because, like, you know what I mean? It don't matter how much money you make, your skin color is permanent. And as we know, black is inferior to white, as far as ideology goes, in society. So it don't really matter if you're fucking LeBron, if you're fucking shit, I don't know who right now, fucking Steve Harvey. Like,
no matter who you are,
you're black.
No matter how famous you are, you're black. Like Kanye says, no matter how rich you are, you're still a nigga in a coupe. Back when Kanye
it was in the Benz, bro.
I think he did both.
Huh? It was in the Benz.
Which song? When It All Falls Down?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, one of them. Kanye, well, basically Kanye was very woke before it was cool to be woke. He's like the pre-woke god. And then it didn't go so well.
Some shit that happened in Tory Lanez. Like, as we all know, he went to a store and, got looked down upon because, well, he's black, at a high-end store somewhere overseas. Actually, in Canada, that shit happened.
Was it?
It was in Canada.
Yo, Tory Lanez is having bad luck lately because he got a DUI down south in Miramar.
Oh, really?
And then now he's just taking L's because he tried to. What happened?
You like Drake?
Very well deserved L.
Well,
very well deserved.
So yeah, he goes to the store and they're like, he gets looked down upon because he's black, and then he gets pissed off and spend like $35,000. The fuck? This shit makes no sense.
Right. It's like, oh, you just discriminated against me. Let me just make your commission right now. Like, oh, you get 10% of every sale. Let me just drop $35K and make you more money because you're a racist ass bastard.
So obviously he was trying to show off that he had money to pay for shit, but the result was terrible. Like,
but why don't you just show the money? Just
and walk out.
Yeah, I'm sure you carry cash. And
right.
If you got caught with a fucking handgun and some weed, I'm sure you have some cash on you on some illegal shit. So just show that shit.
That's what I would have done. I would have showed it and walked out.
Yeah.
Go somewhere else and spend that shit.
Right.
Shit.
There's so many ways you can be petty besides, he needs to take petty 101. Like,
actually, he went to a different register and had somebody else get the commission.
Come on.
Not
it still goes to the same company. Let's say that company was going bankrupt. You just gave him $35K. Like, come on.
Like, here you go. I'm going to spend that shit right now.
You could have ordered a steak. You could have ordered like filet mignon, champagne, everything. Uber Eats, deliver it to the fucking restaurant. Eat it in front of that nigga. Like, what's up? What you eating? Chick-fil-A for dinner? Yeah.
Damn.
Fuck that.
Stress.
There's a lot of ways you could have been pettier. Tory Lanez, that L's for you.
That's a big L, man. That's just some Toronto shit. I don't know. The 6 guy is a big L for that shit. So,
considering this is our first podcast, I think we should just have a L section, and the first one goes.
What's the song that he had? His hit. He had one hit, right?
I don't even know.
It wasn't that good. So.
Yeah, he sounds like everyone. Was it Drinking My Cup? No, that's Kirk Cobain.
No, that's
irrelevant.
It was some singing shit though.
Irrelevant.
It was some singing shit. I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Fake Drake.
You ain't real.
Are there any other class versus race like scenarios we could think of? I don't know. I feel like in society, man, just wherever you go, you just look down upon. Like, I remember when I was young, went into a store, bought some stuff with my cousin, and I go to the car and it's pouring rain, so I run to the car like a regular human being, and the security guard chases me down. He's like, "Hey, I just want to see your receipt." Psh, nigga, what? My receipt?
Fuck, nigga?
Obviously, I have bags. Like, I didn't steal the shit, put it in a bag. Like,
right.
And so if it was class, nigga, I'd put my W-2. Like, yo,
right.
I'm high class, bro. Like, I'm making $7,000 a year, so I'm good. But
like, nigga, I want to see your fucking paycheck. How much do you get paid to have to justify it by chasing me out the fucking parking lot?
Right. So I guess it helps. I mean, if you're known in the States, maybe, but I just feel like, man, it don't matter how much money you make, you pretty much have to go with it. You know what I mean? It's there.
I'm gonna have to play devil's advocate and say that sometimes if you have a certain amount of money as a black person, sometimes you can get over some of the barriers placed towards black people, and I'm gonna explain it. Please do. I'm gonna explain it.
Please do.
And here's how it happens. Because after the civil rights era, there were a lot of legislations that couldn't really discriminate against black people, but they're like, okay, who's poor a lot of the times? Black people. So we're just gonna make a lot of these legislations against them, but we're not going to put the word black in it. So they're just going to target poor people in a lot of ways. So they're going to target your welfare. They're going to target your public transportation. They're going to shut down after school programs like the current administration's doing. They're going to try to shut down public schools like the current administration is trying to do. So there's a lot of legislations that have been put out in the past. Now they're a little bit more blatant because this administration doesn't give a fuck, but there's a lot of laws and rules that have been put out to disenfranchise black people, and now they're a little bit more blatant. But in the past, people that have had money, if you're black and you're able to have enough money where a welfare lawsuit couldn't discriminate against you, or like you could skip certain shit, like you could skip a traffic violation because you're able to hire a white driver to drive you around. So in certain cases, it's helped you out, but that's a very small percentage. I would just want to say 5%. But for the most part, the shit that counts, when you're a high-performing basketball player who's put his whole life into a game, and then someone feels like they can just bring you down with one word and just spray tag your shit, and it doesn't get counted, or it doesn't. Some people won't even validate it. They're like, "Oh, you're just being too sensitive. Like it's just a word." Like, right. Who else does that happen to? Who else shit happens to? And you're like, "Oh no. It's you're making it up," kind of thing.
I see your point. As far as in a system, yeah, if you're poor, obviously it's going to affect you more in the sense of not being able to get around or move around and shit. And
a lot of the laws have been made to target black people without saying it. So they'll just target poor shit, trying to get at black people. So sometimes you can't elevate past it with money, but then you can still go to, for example, Oprah. She became very famous. She tried to go to a store and they told her the store is closed. And then she saw a bunch of white people walking in, and obviously she's Oprah. Like, if you don't know Oprah, who the fuck are you?
Nigga, where the fuck you been at?
You live on an island, honestly. With
no kill yourself.
No kind of communication. So even Oprah experienced racism, and her money didn't save her from it. So obviously, like, the little shit that you do get by being rich when you're black doesn't do shit for you. It doesn't do shit.
I mean, like, mentally, it still plays with your mind mentally.
It does.
It's a mental fuck. You know what I mean? Like, you're a nigga. Like, that's what it is. Like,
let me ask you a real question. Shit. What word right now could you say to a white person to make them feel inferior?
Zero. There is none.
Right.
There's none,
right.
bro. Like,
right.
Don't worry. Hillbilly, no. Redneck, no. I mean, there isn't a word.
Right. You call a person in a suit a hillbilly. They're like, okay. I'm wearing a suit. What?
They'll be like, I am a hillbilly.
Okay, yeah. So
what? Like just today, I saw a dude on his truck that has like redneck driving or some shit.
True.
Could you imagine having like nigga driving on my car?
Just ignorant shit.
Just like nigga driving.
Nigga driving. Drinking a 40 on the road. Like,
it'll be some big shit, right?
Yeah, yeah. It'll be very controversial. Probably end up on the news and shit.
Yeah, so it's a different mindset, man. So, like I said, you cannot resolve this ideology with money. It's a way of thinking. So you can throw as much money at it as you want. You can't solve it. So
let's get into Bill Maher. Speaking of race, So basically, for those of you who don't know, Bill Maher said that he was on a show and somebody came on the show. He was a senator or a House member, pretty much. He's like, come work the fields with us. Right? Very innocently. Come work the fields with us. And Bill Maher paused and he just had like, I guess he just internally in his mind transformed into a black man. I'm a house nigga.
But that's also an issue with the guy saying, come work the fields with us.
Right.
Why is that being overlooked?
Yeah.
That's what set off. So like, why is he saying that in the first place?
He set that up.
Right?
He set that up.
So,
could you imagine it be Ice Cube?
Right.
Because I'm just saying Ice Cube because Ice Cube went on his show and we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah.
But could you imagine that being the Migos and he's talking to the Migos? He's like, come work the fields with us. That itself would be a controversy.
Big shit. So I mean, like, I know Bill Maher, however you say his name, is accepted in the community. I don't know how. I don't watch this nigga shit.
I feel like you just have to date 2 black women as a white man to be accepted because I don't know how he gets a pass.
Niggas don't have HBO, so who the fuck is watching this nigga show that be like, oh, he gets a pass?
And it's liberals.
And it's liberals.
It's white liberals that are saying he argues for you guys, so you should just accept them.
Right.
But that's not the case, and there's a lot of people that will pretend to be something and not be really what they are. Like for example, Alt-Right Andy from Brilliant Idiots, which is a dope podcast. Shout out to Charlemagne, Black Privilege, Black Excellence. But it's happening. You got a book, podcast is popping.
I like Charlemagne, man. He's very inspirational.
You know what I like about Charlemagne?
What?
Quick little detour. Charlemagne, he's not afraid of confrontation. He will open the show up with the most controversial shit. So if I know Charlemagne has a notorious guest on his podcast,
I'm gonna watch it.
And not only will I watch it, but I don't have to go to Mark 20 20 minutes into the interview to get to the good shit. Charlemagne's first question will be like, so I heard you eat ass.
I do too. That's what you be saying.
It'll be the first thing he opens up with. Like, you had a fucking drug incident. He'd be like, I heard you overdosed. He's just very upfront, and shout out to him for that.
I just think it's very inspirational. After I watch this shit, I'm like, yo, I'm fucking inspired as shit.
But that's not the same Charlemagne from 5 years ago, is what I'm saying. Like, if you watch this episode with Buffy the Body, Changy, or listen, because I don't think they have video. They were recording their episodes back then. But Buffy the Body, Changy, the girl from Bad Girls Club, the list goes on. He had a lot of bad interviews, but I want to say shout out to the people that believed in Charlemagne and knew what he could become once he stopped being a fuck nigga.
But what were we talking about before we got into the Charlemagne thing?
Bill Maher,
man.
Yeah, and we were talking about how some liberals will pretend to be one thing, but then like just really just be destroying the cause. Like, you pretend like you're fighting for us, but then at the end of the day, you're calling us the N-word, or you're being like low-key alt-right Andy, just arguing some conservative points, trying to pretend like it's one thing when it's not. Yeah,
man. Like I said, this is a very, very covert society, man. So the people you think are like supporting you and shit, you know, Black Lives Matter, when they're at the house, bro.
What happens when they leave the rally? Like, what do you go do?
Bro, they be using the N-word at the house all the time. We just don't know about it. So
you just don't know.
I'd rather like have an overt society where it's there and I know it than like
real shit.
You saying it in the closet when I don't know.
Right. I'd rather know to not walk into a restaurant because I know I'm about to get lynched. And instead of just having you as my boy, you just like just doing some snake shit behind my back.
Some fuckery, man.
All right. So what do we have next?
All right. This ADD, or is it ADHD or ADD? I think ADHD is the big umbrella and ADD is like sub topic. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I feel like the same thing, but either way,
shit, same thing now.
I bet. So basically, there's been a lot of waves, a lot over the fidget spinners. This is basically where grown ass people have Yu-Gi-Oh toys and they just spinning that shit around, and it's because they're ADHD or they can't focus, and it helps them out. And I have my own fucking shit, but you don't see me bring a fucking bottle of gin into a meeting because I have ADHD or I can't focus.
Is that your spinner?
That's my spinner, a bottle of gin, New Amsterdam, Bombay Sapphire. But real shit, let's get away from the ignorant shit. Is ADHD a thing?
Hold on, this fucking spinner thing. What does it do? It just spins and you look at it, or what?
It's a fidget. It's called a fidget spinner because you can spin it, and then sometimes not all of them spin.
Okay.
Some of them have different aspects. So with one of them you can click. With the other one you can fucking just flip a switch up and down. It's just supposed to, like, when you're feeling very anxious and you want to, like, you ever wanted to click your pen 1,000 times. So this is the shit that's made for it, and now it's very popular and popping, and people have it on their keychains, and kids have it. Just people just have that shit everywhere.
First of all, man, ADD to me is fake. All right, or it's
We about to get a lot of hate mail.
Well, okay, let me.
But it's ignorant. Nah.
I just feel like, yo,
So
like,
that's how you really feel.
ADD is just, bruh, we're talking Haiti. Like, there are no ADD kids that I know of. Everyone just,
Or maybe it's not diagnosed.
maybe it's not diagnosed, but like it's overly diagnosed here in the States, right?
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yes.
what the fuck is it? So you have ADD, you can't focus on control. Nigga, no, you need to get a beat down and get the fuck on and do your shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. But some people don't believe in beating their kids. It's a cultural thing. So if you're in a society,
What culture, Caesar?
well, we just
If you're saying the American culture, nigga, that is not a culture.
the non-POC culture.
There's no culture in the States. Real shit. This is ignorant shit. There's no culture. It's a melting pot. So people don't want to hit the kids or like fucking, be there for them. And like, yo, if you're doing wrong, you do this shit wrong, you can get your ass beat. That's what it is. Like,
But then here's what I think. Because there's medication out there, and that's another argument in itself. There's medication out there that if you take it, it helps you focus better. And I understand that if some people are born with some disease where they can't produce enough hormones to be happy, then of course, sometimes you can't produce enough hormones to focus, and that medication helps you focus.
my issue is all this shit is diagnosed by observation. So someone that's there to do their job has to watch the kid and observe and have a questionnaire that they answer, and based on that they get diagnosed. So it's perception, right? So if you see
There
that
could be
kid,
some bias in there.
yes, of course it's biased, because if you see 10 different kids,
Right.
you're gonna see them 10 different ways, obviously.
Right.
And that's my
there's-
issue.
There's no way you can leave your bias at the door,
Right.
and just judge everybody equally. Because me, if I'm from Miami and I go somewhere and I see a kid okay, I know this kid's gonna be diagnosed with ADHD, like this kid is just gonna be a problem child or something, and I would do my best to just be like, no, this kid he's good, bro. Like, what? He don't need no medication, he's fine. So maybe there are some biases in there because there's no scientific testing. I agree. Like, if somebody could go under a scanner,
Right,
and
and
they're
have-
like, okay, you have under 50
fucking
concentration neurons in your head. This is hypothetical.
yeah.
But they're like, all right, you got under 50, whatever. So that means you have ADHD. You have over 50, that means you're not. But then I guess human behavior is that complex.
Right.
But still, I would like something concrete.
I think, I have two issues, man. I have the issues with that and the issue with the drug fucking industry that profits of that shit. So
Big pharma.
you just, you got ADHD, psh, here you go. Prescription, just pay for that shit.
Oh, your kid not sitting down, you got money to pay for it? All right, we'll make that kid sit down. Prescription.
So, I mean, if you can find a way, if ADHD is truly exists, if you find a way without using drugs, I'm with it. You know what I mean?
And maybe that's what fidget spinners are.
No, bro, that's some fuckery shit. I'm not gonna have a fucking 35-year-old at work can't focus.
Yo, imagine your manager. Imagine your manager and one of your employees comes through and he's just like playing with his fidget spinner. He's like, "This helps me focus because I got ADHD," and you can't say shit because if you do, he's gonna sue you.
That's the thing in America, man. Anything you can sue over now.
Very politically
you really
correct.
can't say shit.
That's
you know what
true.
I mean?
That's
But
true.
I'm saying my head, shit, nigga, you crazy. You know what I mean? But
catch him after work. Be like, yo.
if you got kids and they have that shit, just find a way to not use the drug way, because I mean that's just making money off of you for shit that could just be done without using drugs, unless it's a highly like extreme case, which is rare. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like we really got to look out for the kids too. Like, I know this is ignorant banter, but we really got to look out for the kids. Imagine you're a kid and it's just in your personality. Like, you're very outgoing. You can't focus because you like social interaction. And just imagine your parents, like, they take you to some psychologist or some psychiatrist or somebody that has a degree, and basically let's say that person doesn't have your best interests at heart, because not all the times medical professionals do. Maybe they're trying to push out a drug.
Right.
Maybe your parents are tired of dealing with you, and they're like, I'm just going to prescribe you this pill. And then this whole time you think you have ADHD, but you don't. But then at the bottom of my heart, I really believe that there's some people who can't concentrate for the life of them.
But, okay, how can you tell me, how do you expect to have a classroom full of 40 or 50 kids and expect them to all learn the same way?
Right.
You know what I mean? So maybe the issue is that in America, just as far as education goes, like you want everyone to learn the exact same way. Everyone learns differently. You know what I mean? So maybe the issue is like, yo, let me sit this kid down, talk to them and figure out, okay, how do they concentrate? How do they...
And that's what a lot of people are not willing to do. They just want to have a quick, easy fix solution and make their kids just shut up and not act up or do whatever it is that gets them in trouble. And a lot of times people just have to let kids be kids. But what happens if you're a grown ass adult and you still can't concentrate? Does that mean you weren't disciplined as a child? Because by then you have all the discipline you need, and sometimes I feel like it might be you might not have enough chemicals in your brain to help you concentrate. It might be a thing.
You haven't grown. I mean, if you're 35 years old, you can't concentrate, nigga. You got issues like.
But then, what about if you're 35 and you can't concentrate, but then you drink some coffee and you're able to focus better? That does prove the fact that there's some chemicals out there that might be in your brains that, if you take some kind of substance, can help you focus.
Shit, at 35, you gotta know who you are, right? So at 35, if it's coffee, whatever it is, you should know what you need to take to focus and shit. You know what I mean? But pulling out a fucking fidget spinner, like, come on, like, I just think it's ridiculous. Don't you think so?
Yeah. But I also think to each his own. Like, if that's what's gonna help you to get shit done. If I'm your manager and like your report's always missing and you not able to focus at meetings, if you gotta pull out a fucking fidget spinner, if you gotta pull out a gun and just spin that shit around 5 times and get that shit done, then that's what you gotta do. But real shit, I feel like people like trends, so it might just be a random trend.
It's mostly a trend, and it's mostly people trying to like be cool and follow the shit. And who's making money? That company's making money, right? So it's all. It
might just be a really good marketing tactic.
It is,
and I'm not doubting that there's a small percentage of people that's helping out there, probably like 10%, but the rest of them, it's just to follow the trend.
Bro, it's all fuckery, bro. If I buy one, I'm probably gonna smash it in like 10 seconds because it's bullshit. So.
You know what? Here's my challenge to us. Let's CP, Black Caesar. We're gonna get some fidget spinners. We're gonna get some fidget spinners and see if it helps us.
I'm down. I'm gonna try it. If it works. You know what?
We can't knock it until we try.
Yeah, we can't knock it. Shit. And if it doesn't, I'm back on here.
It's gonna be a waste of fucking money, and I'm gonna be pissed.
Nigga, I'm gonna return that shit, bro. Real shit. I'm go to Walmart. I'm like, yo, get my fucking money back. That shit don't work, nigga. I still can't focus. What's up?
I can't focus. What's good?
You know what I mean? Good? So shit, it is what it is. Fuck. What's next?
State of rap.
Hey, Lil Yachty. What's up, though?
My favorite topic.
Bullet, I spy.
With my little
state of rap, man. Rap is just
a mess.
A mess.
I feel like, when has rap ever been like, oh, it's so amazing?
90s. 2000.
Not late 2000s.
No, like 2000.
Early 2000s.
Yeah, early.
Not when it was the lean with it, rock with it. Not that era.
Not that era.
But that was still lit, though. As a teenager, I feel like rap is just one of those nostalgic things. It's always good in the past, and when it's happening, you just don't appreciate it. Do you ever think the people that were listening to Ja Rule were like, oh, this is dope? Or
I was. Shit.
Yeah, what? But like I bet there was always
hell yeah, bro. That shit was popping.
But there was always an older nigga like, well, when Tupac was alive, blah blah. There was always somebody just making shit nostalgic and just ruining your shit and not letting you enjoy it. So that's why I say let these kids enjoy their talentless rappers.
I think it should be
rappers.
Subgenres. Every genre has a subgenre, right? So I think you should have mumble rap, gangster rap.
Even though they don't like the term mumble rap.
Yeah, but
that's what you are.
It is what it is. So I think you should have different subgenres, and then you can rate, okay, who's good in mumble rap, who's good in fucking hard work. You know
right, because it's unfair to compare. Like, I would never compare Fall Out Boy versus Metallica in rock. You know, just some hardcore shit versus just some emo shit. Because people make that difference. So why can't we do it with rap? But with rap, I want to say, speaking of emo, the state of rap is very emo. All my friends are dead. Push me
All
to
my
the
friends
edge.
are dead.
Yo, that shit is good
Lil
until you
Uzi.
realize what you're listening to. You're like, wait, what am I saying?
That shit was so hype. Like I was like,
It's hype.
It was so hype, and I was like, oh,
The beat.
What am I saying? All my friends are dead. The fuck?
Right.
I got so depressed. Yo, I stopped singing that shit. I was like, yo.
And I heard something. I was listening to another podcast, and someone was saying that the reason why these niggas be doing all this crazy shit, like dyeing their hairs red or green or yellow or whatever the fuck is going on these days, is because they feel like they can put out a good song with a good beat and no one listens to what you're saying. But by the time people catch up, you've already made millions, like
Right.
Uzi or Yachty or whoever it is. So that's what's really happening. Like a lot of these people are one-hit wonders.
I agree. I think now it's all about melody. It's all about a catchy beat, 808s, saying the same shit over and over again, and just man. If it's catchy, it plays in the club. Who cares, right? So you got Lil Yachty, you got Lil Uzi, you got Kyle with I Spy.
XXX Tentacion, who just got knocked the fuck out.
Did you see that shit? That shit was
That
funny.
shit was crazy.
That shit was funny.
My
as
favorite
fuck.
part is how the guy that knocked him out got away. I don't get how. It's 50 against 1, and this nigga just slips out of his jacket and just runs out.
I mean, he got skills, bro. Like
That skills.
Honestly, I don't know who the fuck that was before the video. I don't know who, like, his music, what he does.
XXX.
Yeah, like, is he Haitian?
No.
Tentacion sounds Haitian, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro. That's not an American rapper name. XXX Tentacion. What the fuck? Yeah.
It's supposed to be Spanish.
Is he
somehow.
Spanish?
But no, he's not even Hispanic.
The fuck?
Yeah. But basically, he's from Pembroke Pines. He's from South Florida.
South Florida again, bro.
South Florida. We used to be good.
Kodak Black. Hey.
Now we got Kodak Black,
Fuck.
and then we got XXX Tentacion.
Stop saying that shit, bro.
I can't. That's his name.
XXX.
Triple X.
Triple X.
So should I just say Tentacion?
Fuck the rest. That shit sounds retarded.
Tentacion. But he has a cult following. For anybody who doesn't know, he has a cult following. These are just like really emo kids or just angry kids. But when you listen to Look At Me, the beat is distorted. Look At Me, and he has another one that I heard just on a Vine. The beat is distorted. The lyrics are angry. It's like hardcore rap for black people. I think black people are just now starting to migrate towards hardcore shit.
True.
Like just emo shit. Like we're allowed to feel emotions now. So we're just gonna go crazy. We're gonna dye our hair. We're gonna say all our friends are dead. We're just gonna
be on a boat and shit.
Young folks, just everything. Just have a fucking Katy Perry album cover. Because that looked like a Katy Perry album, his Teenage Emotion shit.
All right, since you know more about this shit, give me your top 5 mumble rappers right
Top 5 mumble rappers.
Go.
Young Thug, the father of mumble rap. Real shit. Young Thug, slime shit, like just his whole slime movement.
I like Young Thug, though. I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with Young Thug.
Right. So I got Young Thug. Damn, they all suck equally.
I mean,
besides Young Thug,
as far as hits,
Young
I
Thug
guess. As far as
good.
hits, we
okay,
can say.
we're gonna do Young Thug. We're gonna do Uzi because I like Uzi shit over Yachty's singing shit because I feel like Yachty's singing is annoying. But we're gonna do Young Thug. We're gonna do Uzi. We're gonna do Yachty. We're gonna do XXX. And finally, Playboy Cardi, Magnolia. You haven't heard it?
Nah, I have not heard it.
It's like, yo, Pierre, want to come out here? They sampled a piece of the Jamie Foxx show that I know you rock with.
I fucking love that show, by the way. Jamie Foxx is fucking dope. Dope ass show, yeah.
Real shit. Shout out to Jamie Foxx. Black excellence.
Super talented.
Super
My
talented.
nigga can sing,
Play
he
the
can
keys.
act, play the keys. Shit.
Everything,
bro.
He's
Real
been
shit.
blockbusters. His albums have sold. He does comedy.
He does comedy,
action
stand-up.
movies, Django, just all of it.
This nigga, yeah, he on point.
Real shit. So yeah, that's my 5. Young Thug, Uzi, Yachty, Tentacion, Playboy Cardi.
Shit, I'm gonna go. Shit, mumble rap. I'm not up to it like you are, but shit, Lil Yachty, Rich Homie Quan, Young Thug.
Rich Homie Quan.
Yeah, bro.
Really?
He had one good hit. That's all you need
Oh, man.
nowadays.
Wait. I forgot. Designer.
Designer.
Panda.
Future. Shit. Future.
Yeah. Shit.
I'd say Future. Yeah,
Nah, I got to change my whole list because Future is at the top. Future
he's
is
the
actually
founder.
the founder of mumble
Mumble
rap.
rap.
Right. Lean rap. That's what it should be called.
Lean with it. Yeah, man. Future, Young Thug, Lil Yachty, Rich Homie Quan.
What was Rich Homie Quan's song? Let's put you on the spot.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, yeah, that one song.
Yeah, I don't know the words, but I just remember that beat. Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah, man, fuck mumble rap, bro. I mean, it's catchy, but I think you're right. It's for the new kids, bro. If you're young, high school, whatever you like it,
right?
Because we had our shit. We had Lil Wayne.
But
back in the day, we had
Lean with it, Rock with it.
We had Lean with it, Rock with it, D4L,
D4L, all that shit. But then Wayne was a savior. Like when Wayne came on the scene and dropped like
Old
Drought
Wayne.
and all that shit.
That shit came
bro,
back.
all those mixtapes, bro. Like the Carter 2, the Carter 3. Just on point.
But we had our shit. Like we had our D4Ls, the Franchise Boys, and it's y'all time now to have Soulja Boy.
Like when was rap ever popping? Like you can even say the 90s and we could still pull up whack rappers from the 90s like, or bump into and already forgot about.
So enjoy it now, and as you get older, find the real shit. You know what I mean? As you get older and shit.
Yeah, just don't knock people's shit. Like don't be Joe Budden just hating on them. Just let people be people. Honestly, how do you feel about Drake? How do you feel about the Drake hate? First, before we get into Drake, how do you feel about the Drake DJ Khaled song?
To the Max is called, right? I like the beat, I like the music. I don't like Drake on it. So I think if you take Drake out, facts, Bible. If you take Drake out, the song is dope. But with Drake on it, it just sounds like a love song to like a Miami sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's Drake remixed over Miami.
So like Drake
I wanted
crying.
some new shit.
Yeah,
Drake crying
over Miami beat.
It's the same shit. It's nothing new under the sun. It's not like it's just the Miami beat is new, but it's still the same Drake shit. I feel like those Drake lyrics you could replace them with any other Drake lyrics, and it'd still be the same song.
Like I don't want to joke and fucking be sad and shit. I want to be like fucking happy. Yeah,
wig, bop, just cry, tears. Nah,
facts.
Drake, you can't do that.
How do I feel about Drake? I think Drake is just the biggest pop star. I don't think he's a rap star per se. He was a rap person when he first started.
Came out,
yeah,
which is
I
fine.
give him that. But now to this day, he's like a pop fucking star, which is.
And here's what I'm gonna say. Let's allow rap artists to be different, to be weird, to be pop. Let's allow it. Is what I'm gonna say.
That's where money's at.
I
mean,
right?
They trying to make their money.
Here's the thing. A lot of people are like, oh well. Now you just make songs just to make songs just because your Drake songs blow up, and that's fine because Taylor Swift will just write some shit about haters want to play whatever, when I say it goes #1, and she's okay to do that. And you don't hear nobody, you don't hear the country community, which is where she came from, you don't hear people saying, oh, you sold out, you
right to pop and shit.
Right,
it's okay, it's normal.
People love that shit.
White privilege facts, because niggas do it, they'll be like, oh, you selling out, you can't go to the pop world,
right?
But if you're country, you can do it, right?
You can do it. If you're country, you can do it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Techno, you can do it. If you're whatever, well, techno is pretty much already pop sometimes.
Yeah.
If you're R&B, it's the crossover is pretty
easier. Yeah,
you're right, than rap. So we should just allow rap to be pop. Just let it be
for the betterment of the community. You know what I mean?
For the culture.
But Drake's still not a rapper, though. I mean,
now Drake went from being a rapper to a curator.
Yeah,
is what I think.
I agree. So
he is now curating songs from different cultures and different locations.
Trini,
yeah,
Jamaica.
Well, not Trini, but Jamaica, England,
yeah.
Miami.
Sure.
At one point, he was talking about Dallas. At one point, it was sometimes 6 a.m. in New York or some shit. Drake just be like hopping over and taking shit over, but that's fine. You know what? I ain't hating.
I ain't hating. He's making his money. Good music. He's on the radio. I mean, he's just. I wouldn't put him, as in a rappers conversation. Pure rappers.
Right. But he's still everybody's golden boy. Like he's the industry's golden boy.
Right. Yeah.
Is what
exactly.
I think. And a lot of people hate on him because of that, and don't hate because he's preferred and he's popping right now. If he can get his money and make shit happen, don't hate.
I agree. So let's go to real rap now, or. What do you call it? Gangster rap?
Nah.
No, conscious rap. I don't know. What do you call it?
What mainstream rap? What is it? What's popping right now?
Like the J. Cole's and the Kendricks and the fucking Logics and the
conscious.
fucking Chance. I mean, yeah. So let's go to that kind of genre. My top 5. I mean, like you got pretty much. I think who runs the game right now is Logic.
No, let's not start with Logic.
Okay, I won't start with Logic. Kendrick,
True.
J. Cole,
Facts.
Chance the Rapper,
Yes.
and then Logic. I mean, he's up there as far as lyrical flow and content.
Is Big Sean conscious? No.
No.
Materialistic.
Yes.
Probably famous nigga.
Yeah, this nigga is not. He's not. He shouldn't be in the top 10, in my opinion.
Top 10 of conscious rap.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Or like good content, like not materialistic. Then buy Gucci and fucking I'm the shit. You know what I mean? Like.
But then Big Sean is double-sided. So he's not just Gucci and all that materialistic shit. Sometimes he talks about relationships and shit. Like he had a whole album with Janae Eiko. So he's not like just materialistic. But I guess he's not conscious either.
Yeah, because I mean everyone can do that, right? Everyone can talk about relationship and stuff they buy and stuff they have, but who can talk about real shit, real issues, politics, and the
and make
environment.
It sound good and not fall asleep, which is my issue with Logic.
Right. No.
Yes.
Bro, Logic shit is good, bro. Like, he's underrated.
Logic is All Lives Matter. All Lives Matter, the musical. That's what Logic is.
But let's go there for a second. All Lives Matter. Like, I have an issue with people that say, okay, you got Black Lives Matter, you got All Lives Matter. So that right there, there's a big disconnect, right? Two circles. One is All Lives Matter. One is Black Lives Matter. If all lives mattered, wouldn't that be all inclusive?
Right.
So I think the Black Lives Matter, what's the word? Like, saying is missing one word. It should be Black Lives Matter too.
Right.
Not, you know what I mean? So
yes.
Black Lives Matter also. We want to be in the All Lives Matter circle. We're not in it, obviously, and that's my biggest issue.
Here's the thing. It's not that there's something wrong with that, because when we say Black Lives Matter, people understand that. They choose to go out of their way to pretend like it's like, oh wait, all lives matter. Like, shut up. You know what we're saying. Like, you know what we're trying to say. Like, people are they're just gaslighting.
I agree, man. Like I said, all lives do matter, but ours don't, obviously, and that's the issue. And that's just not gonna go anywhere.
My thing is, do you think people would just go out of their way to just make a big scene if they didn't feel like there was an issue at hand? Like, if all lives really did matter, do you think just one group of people would just be causing shit for no reason? And if you do, then that proves your bias, that proves your racism. You feel like all these protests, you feel like all this anger over cop killings is just us making shit up for no reason. And that proves our point, that you feel like our lives don't matter.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, blue life matters. What the fuck is a blue life? Like,
right, and why do you have to oppose that to Black lives? Right. No one ever said anything about blue lives. You went out of your way to say some shit about blue lives when no one was even saying that. We were just talking about Black lives.
But blue life is white life. Well, if you think about it.
But no, there's black cops.
Yeah, but they're the minority. I mean, how many black cops in comparison to white cops do you have?
That's true.
You know what I mean?
And then what's interesting is that when the whole Black lives, blue lives, which is, I don't know why they were pitted against each other, because there's a lot of black people that value the police. Personally, I do. Because I know if my house gets robbed, I get into an accident, who's the first person that shows up? The police. So I'm not saying the police is essentially a bad thing. We're saying that they have a huge amount of authority, and a lot of times, if it's a black person, they tend to abuse that authority. And there's a lot of black people that have been killed over the years that social media hasn't captured. And the law seems to be very unbalanced a lot of the times. So we're not saying, people aren't saying they hate cops, so don't try to make it seem like it's anti-cop. It's saying that there's a lot of crooked cops and something needs to be done about it.
And the good cops should speak up, because if you're not speaking up, you're part of the problem.
They should.
You know what I mean?
But what happens too is that when the good cops speak up, they lose their job. Because the whole system is corrupt.
Damn, that's so true.
Imagine just being like just one person in a just imagine being in the mafia and you're like the person trying to do the good thing, like, let's stop selling drugs. People gonna be like, fuck you, we're the mafia. Like, we gotta move this product. We're gonna make this shit happen regardless of what you say. So what we're trying to say is that this shit needs to change. That there needs to be a system reform for the police, because something is obviously wrong. There's no way we're making this up is the thing. And this is the issue with America right now. They gaslight us into thinking that we're making shit up.
Right.
Like Ben Carson said that mentality is just being poor is just a mentality thing. You are poor because you believe it.
No, you're poor because you were born into poverty.
You were born into
poverty. You go outside and
right.
You're like, oh shit,
exactly.
I'm poor. It's facts.
If your mom was eating ramen noodles and she wasn't able to make it, then you gonna be eating ramen noodles.
You gonna be ramen.
Right.
Sugar water, nigga, you poor. You
right. You could come out thinking you're the Prince of Egypt.
Nigga, you poor.
You poor. You about to eat these noodles. Real shit.
It is what it is. Like being, like poverty is not a state of mind. It's a reality. Now, how you get out of it is a state of mind. You can, do what you gotta do to make it out. Be an engineer, be a doctor, be whatever you want to be. But facts is, if you're born into it, you are born into it, and it's hard as fuck to eat, to survive and shit.
And it's pretty hard. Can you imagine like just not having shit to eat, and you just gotta like do homework, watch your sister, be on the basketball team, apply for colleges, and support your family. Like at 13, 14, you have to like work to supplement your family while your peers are taking SAT prep courses. So then you get to college, your peers already had 5, 6, 7 years of SAT prep courses or college prep courses, and you've been working the whole time to feed your family. Like, do you think the fields are even? And if that person says that the system is unjust, do you think they're making that shit up? No, they're speaking based off their experience.
Facts, man. Like I said, it's crazy. Yo, could you imagine if a mumble rapper rapped about conscious shit? But like,
that'd be interesting.
That'd be crazy.
Could you focus on conscious shit, just someone mumbling it?
I don't know. I mean, you know what they're saying anyway, but still, it'd be kind of dope if they did that shit.
Right. Exactly. Like, we don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So might as well just say, blah, 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 George Bush did 9/11. Blah, 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 just mumble that shit.
Blah, blah, Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. Mumble rap is the best venue for conspiracy shit, for just conscious shit.
That's true.
Just, that's a good niche that people need to tap into.
Yeah. At the end of the day, how we go from state of rap to this conversation?
We on rap. This is rap.
Yeah, it's poetry, man. Back to rap. Yeah, you got all this shit, and right now, like I said, man, I'm listening to these 4. I used to have Wale in my top, but this China album just kind of flopped.
Shout out to Childish Gambino.
Yeah, I fuck with him.
Redbone.
Good
that
song.
Shit is on point. He's
70s vibe.
Yeah, that album is not rap, but he's a rapper.
He's also retiring. He has one more album and he's gonna retire. He said so.
Yeah,
Fine.
We'll see. That's what Jay-Z said.
Like I said, this is Ignorant Banter. We out here. This is the first episode, so we're just talking about random shit, good shit, ignorant shit, but trying to come out of it with a purpose. You know what I mean? So.
Word. And if you have any feedback on anything we talked about tonight, hit us up at ignorantbanter@gmail.com. Black Caesar, Crazy P.
Also, you can hit up ignorantbanter.com, the website.
It's
more
live.
Information. If you like this podcast, man, just like, review, hit up on Twitter, all the social media sites, and let us know. Final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Let's see. Right now it's the anniversary of the Pulse shooting. Shout out to anybody that had someone they lost during the Pulse shootings. That's a crazy act of terrorism, extremely biased and targeted at a certain demographic, the LGBTQA demographic. So it's Pride Month right now. Shout out to anybody that went through something last year, because that was a crazy time for everyone.
To go off that, let's remember there was a shooting that happened recently here in Orlando last week.
Yeah,
workplace violence, where the guy just got pissed. He got fired, came back to work with a gun, shot up the place, killed 4 people.
This is why I got to be nice to everybody.
This is why I stay home, first of all.
Facts.
I don't go out no more.
Real shit.
Niggas don't know anymore.
People are crazy. It's crazy because sometimes I'll go out and I'll look for the nearest exit like
Oh,
while I'm
for
out
real?
drinking, and I'm just like, where's the nearest exit right now?
That's crazy. Could you imagine back in 2000, like, you wouldn't think about that shit back
You
in
would
those days.
not.
You're like, yo,
You
I'm
would
just here
not.
chilling and shit. But now you're like,
It's getting
oh.
crazier every time.
So yeah, man, it's sad that shit happened. So niggas ain't doing that shit. First of all,
Can we talk about white terrorism?
white terrorism. I like that.
White terrorism. It's a thing because there's been a spike recently since our president got elected of white terrorisms. People bombing schools, people bombing churches where people are. A lot of senseless killings.
South Carolina.
South Carolina,
Yeah.
right? We'll have somebody just walking somewhere and they get shot. This man stood up for 2 Muslim women and then he got killed. And it's on the rise, and for some reason the news isn't talking about it. So we're acknowledging that white terrorism happens
exists.
because in this age of gaslighting, the first step is acknowledging that something is happening and taking your stand and saying, yes, this is true, because there will be somebody right there to say, that's not happening. You're crazy. And this reminds me of 1984, George Orwell, the novel and the movie.
Yeah, this is sad. Something happened after Trump won. There's a story that happened where these black girls were like walking to school and shit, and this truck pulled up with a bunch of white people in it. And they threw rocks at the little girls. Like,
How old were they, do you know?
they were like elementary kids.
Wow, that's sad.
And they called them the N-word and drove
Wow.
off. And I'm like, that's white terrorism right there, because you terrorizing those girls.
Yeah, that's exactly what terrorism is.
And it's sad, man, but that's the shit that occurs every day that we don't hear about in the media. You know what I
Trump's America.
mean? Trump's America.
Trump's America. That's what
It's
it
gonna
is.
be great. It's gonna be amazing.
It's great. It's great.
We're gonna
Nothing's
build the
wrong
wall.
with it. Have you seen the video where he's like, I make no mistakes, and then he's like, I'm gonna give it to Chuck, and the guy's like, my name's not. He's like,
What?
my name's not Chuck. It's
My name's
it's
not-
actually. Yeah, Trump's like, I make no mistakes, and we're not making mistakes, and he says the guy's name wrong, and it's just crazy that that's what we have to live with. I understand no president is perfect,
Yeah.
but can you imagine just being a young kid right now, or like being a parent? You got to explain to your kid, oh, this is what's happening. We just have this crazy guy in the White House.
I think the funniest shit I saw with Trump was he had to sign a document in the White House. He got up, shook everybody's hand, but forgot to sign the document and walked out.
shit.
They're like, Mr. Trump, you have to sign this document.
Here's what we need to remember. Trump is an old man. We need to remember that. Trump is 70 years old. You just imagine your local old cranky person. Like, just imagine you're a retirement home. Just imagine like your grandpa running the White House. You know what I'm saying? Like, he cranky. He mad because you didn't wash the dishes. He mad because you didn't eat until you came to see him, and now he's making your grandma cook shit. Trump is old, and he's been very spoiled. Trump is like aged white privilege. Like,
Age.
white privilege wine is what Trump is. That's what he
Fine
is.
wine.
Fine wine.
Fine white privilege.
Aged for 70 years in a bubble
In a bubble.
of just money and
Fame,
just
power.
fame and steak with ketchup, whatever the fuck
Bigotry.
he eats it with,
Yeah.
and racism and sexism. And that's why he has that attitude. Like, oh, if you're famous, they let us do it. They let you do whatever you want to them. That's why he has that entitled feeling. And what's sad is that the whole world, we're a laughing stock for the whole world.
But I'm kind of happy he won, though, because if
It-
Hitler would have won, would have been sleep, bro. Would've been
Yes.
sleeping.
Back to overt racism
Back to
and covert racism.
Yeah, exactly. So now that he won, we're like, oh shit, this shit exists for real, for real. And we're seeing it, shit that happened right now. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
wake up call.
Definitely exposes it.
Hell yeah. Damn, how we go from finishing the shit to a new topic?
Listen, that's why we have a podcast.
Yeah, man,
talk
we
a
got
lot of
shit to
shit. We hop from topic to topic. It don't make no sense, and it's ignorant, but we here. It's Ignorant Banter live with Black Caesar, Crazy P. Your very first episode. You're now tuned in. You're gonna check out the second episode because we're the shit and you love us. And
Yeah.
the shit's
If
lit.
there's any topics you want us to hit, let us know.
Email us. Hit us on Facebook. Hit us up on Twitter.
All
hit
that
us
shit.
up on any kind of social media. We got that shit. Hit us
Locked
on
down.
Tumblr, Reddit, MySpace, all of it. Black
Top
Planet.
five. Top five. We live Reddit.
Yup. Hit us up. I bet. Any last words?
Yeah. I think I'm good, man. Like I said.
Any quotes? If you had to leave the people with a quote, what would it be?
Ooh, a quote.
Ooh.
I have a quote that's my quote. Is that?
So you're not trying to share with the people? That's what you're trying to say?
No. A quote that I made up. Like,
yeah. Shit. Here comes a quote by Crazy P, his very own.
My quote is, perseverance is key. And by that I mean, whatever you do in life, you have to persevere. Like, you're gonna fall, doors are gonna be like not opening, for you, but you have to persevere through, all the bad storms that come your way. And that shit always helps me out, man. So that's my quote. Facts.
Perseverance. Sometimes it's not a race, it's a marathon. You just gotta persevere.
Damn, bro. That's deep. It's knowledge.
It's all about how you look at it.
What's
my
yours?
quote is, they paying your bills. That's my quote. Like,
fuck?
Anytime you're worried about something.
Oh, you mean like,
anytime you're worried about what somebody's saying about you, just ask yourself, they paying your bills? If they not, then just don't give a fuck.
Man, you got, that was an ignorant quote, bro. I like that
was
shit.
an ignorant quote.
That.
Now I'm saying, you want a new quote?
I need to change my shit, bro. I need to change my shit. I was being all proper and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck this shit. Another quote that I have is, kill yourself.
Nah, you gotta say the context.
The context is, if there's a problem and you're not bringing a solution to the problem, kill yourself. Like, you know what I mean? If you're gonna complain and whine, be like, oh God, like this life is terrible. My job sucks. Oh my God, I can't. Kill yourself, because if you're not helping the problem, solve the problem, what are you doing?
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
solution-based discussions.
Damn, bro.
Solution-based discussions.
Knowledge.
Right. That's how you gotta say it in the workplace, because in the workplace, you just can't be like, stop your bitching. What the fuck you bringing to the table? Amber, what are you saying right now? You just gotta be like, can we have some solution-based discussions at this table? Like, just switch it up.
Yo, we got so much shit to talk about, man. I want to talk about code switching, but not right now. It's probably before a different episode.
Second episode.
Code switching is happening.
Code switching.
Yeah, shit. Well, that's it.
Bet. So we at the 32-minute mark. We are, or is this shit at an hour? I don't know.
Caesar, are you drunk? What is that cup, bro?
Yo, all right. So let me just be very real. This episode has been sponsored by New Amsterdam Gin
and Babancool
and Rum Babancool, Haitian rum.
Oh yeah,
from the motherland of Haiti, Hispaniola. Was good. First independent black nation in the Caribbean and in the world. Was good. All right, bet we gotta tone it down, because this is still Ignorant Banter. Brought to you by
this is
Black
still
Caesar and Crazy P. Nah, fuck that.
Any feedback, man? Let us know. You know what I mean? So we're trying to make the shit last and just say our mind.
Yeah, we're trying to do value-based discussions, real shit.
In an ignorant way.
Yeah. Because sometimes when shit gets too politically correct, you don't know. It just does. It's not good anymore. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, you have to have the ignorance. It balances us out.
It's our language is ignorant.
Exactly. Yeah, it sure is. Sure is. Just ignorant shit.
You gonna end this shit or what, bro?
What?
You gonna end this shit or what?
Oh yeah. We gotta end this shit at some point. Unless you want to keep listening, then tune in to the second episode, because it's about to be lit. I bet. So it was Black Caesar, aka Caesar Alamo, a.k.a. Lucky Luciano, a.k.a. Caesar the Don.
And there's Crazy P, man, a.k.a. T.I.C., a.k.a. Rice and Beans, Haitian style, a.k.a. Legume, a.k.a. You know what it is, always live, always here, a.k.a. I'm not really crazy, but I am, so we out here.
Bet. We out.